This is Barry Dobbins. I'm going to read you some poetry. The revolution has already begun, but you stayed home, brother. You are not watching it on TV because you do not know what channel it is on. You are watching NASCAR and vampires and crime procedurals. You are watching Snookie and Suze Orman and Bloomberg News. You would rather be voting on American Idol and X Factor. The revolution is televised, but you are not watching. The revolution is taking place right now, brother. It is happening in the streets of Greece, where the World Bank and the European Central Bank are demanding as some sensible austerity measures a more radical deconstruction of a socialist government than Ron Paul and the Tea Party could ever hope for. The revolution is televised, but you are not watching. The revolution was brought to you by Adbusters from Canada, who printed some high art posters for a publicity stunt with a dancer on the brass bull called Occupy Wall Street. But then the Canadians were surprised when the real revolutionaries showed up and wanted to actually protest. The revolution is not a publicity stunt for anyone. The revolution is not going to have Walter Cronkite or Tom Brokaw as the commentator, telling you what it means to you. It took too long to come. Walter is dead. Tom is retired. The revolution is televised, but you are not watching. Anderson Cooper does not know what it means. Glenn Beck does not know what it means. MSNBC and Fox and CNN will ask the man in the street because that's the best they can do, and they will still not understand. You will be more likely to get an explanation of the revolution from Jon Stewart or even Joel McHale if you are watching. The revolution will take place in locations you cannot locate on a map. It is taking place in the Wisconsin State House and in Tunisia. It is taking place in Egypt and in Libya and Zuccotti Park. It is taking place in Iceland and Ireland and the Security Council. There will not be a common theme and coherent plotline. There will not be an explanation of the mysteries at the end of each episode. There will not be a big reveal at the end of the season. The revolution is televised, but you are not watching. The revolutionaries are calling for dismantling of government. The revolutionaries are calling for the dismantling of globalization. The revolutionaries watch too damn much Sesame Street and are calling for the dismantling of everything that begins with the letter G. The revolutionaries want us to return to an 18th century ideal that has been rediscovered in histories written by a wealthy, dead, white 1%. Because in the 18th century, the 99% were illiterate and actually worse off than they are now, because the revolutionaries do not remember that. The revolution is televised, but you are not watching. The revolution will not be Islamist or capitalist or socialist or progressive or any kind of ist or ism, except perhaps for anarchist. The revolution is opposed to everything the revolutionaries hold dear. The revolution is against government regulation. The revolution is against cheap global credit. The revolution is against taxation of any kind. The revolution is against cheap globally produced goods. The revolution is against government services. The revolution is against corporations. The revolution is televised, is televised, is televised, but you are not watching.